Desert's kind of fun. Like, it's a neat thing.
It is a neat thing. Scary desert bugs.
Ah, get inside, get inside.
Hi everybody, my name is Elizabeth Meyer. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel, Life is Not a Casserole. On December 3rd, I ran my first 50-mile race, the McDowell Mountain Frenzy 50-mile race in McDowell Mountain Regional Park, north of Fountain Hills, Arizona, which is a northeastern suburb or maybe even exurb of Phoenix, Arizona. And this is my race report. Did I finish the race? I guess you'll have to watch to find out. So let's get into it. Tomorrow we are hitting the skies. We are flying out to Arizona. The game plan is we have an early flight tomorrow, renting a car, staying at an Airbnb in Fountain Hills, which is really close to the park where the 50-mile race is. Friday, we are taking it easy and we're just gonna do packet pickup. Saturday, run 50 miles. That's the plan, anyways.
You're driving a sensible mid-size sedan.
On Friday, we did packet pickup. Packet pickup was a drive-through format and it was a breeze.
One possibility I see is Señor Taco on North Fountain Hills Boulevard.
Just picked up our bib and t-shirt, my bib and t-shirt. But I'm married now, so I say we and our a lot more than I need to. We got our bib number, fun koozie, and a sticker. All right, let's do the t-shirt reveal. Ooh, like it kind of reminds me of like a 70s sort of font with the color and the font. Another thing about the t-shirts is that they have these sleeve details too. My husband for work sometimes has to order t-shirts to be printed, and he says that the sleeve details, the sleeve printings make it fancy. They're a little more expensive to get those printed. Here we go, it's race day. I had a dream last night that I bought crunchy peanut butter at Target. And that was the only place you could buy crunchy peanut butter, like in the world. That's it. Temperatures race morning were about 50 degrees. It wasn't raining at that point. I was actually feeling pretty calm race morning. I wasn't really nervous. See, this is me not nervous. I wasn't nervous, okay?
Let's get the ladies up front. Ladies, move to the front of the line. Men, push over. Ladies, come on. Get on up here, ladies. Turn up that music. Turn up that music. That's too loud. All right. When we go this time, when we get to 5, we're going to say 5, 4, 3. Hey, let's do it. And out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And 2.
If we look at the elevation map of this race, the first, I would say 25 or so miles of this race were actually very runnable. The first 15 or so miles are a very gradual incline. I was able to keep up a pretty slow and steady, comfortable pace for actually quite a lot of this race. At the second aid station, Granite Tank aid station, I grabbed my anti-chafe body glide. My underarms were chafing a little bit, and then went out into the, I think they called it a lollipop trail, where it just kind of is a circle that goes out and then meets back where you started. I was really happy to have the GPX file because there were a couple of turns that people were a little bit confused by. They were marked, but they were marked at like a 3-forked trail, and so I think people were a little confused about which way to go. I think it was pretty clear, but it was apparently not clear enough because people were still confused by it. Around mile 25, 26, it started to rain, and it continued to rain the entire day. We're at about mile 23, and it's raining in the desert. Once you hit the Dixie Mine aid station around mile 28, you are, if you're doing the 50 mile, doing this out and back, up and down Thompson's Peak. And Thompson's Peak is the weenie, to borrow theme park terms, of this race. It is the spaceship Earth. It is the Cinderella's castle of this race. It is the hook. So Thompson's Peak is basically this service road that goes up to this satellite tower. Some of it is a gravel road and some of it is concrete. It is almost 2,000 feet of elevation gain within 1 or 2 miles. So at this aid station, my strategy was to keep hiking poles in my drop bag. I grabbed my hiking poles, hiked up Thompson's Peak, hiked down, and then put the hiking poles back in the drop bag. I'm not sure if you can see that little service road going up the mountain, but that was the road to Thompson's Peak. And I think it's all downhill from here. This was a really hard stretch. So going up was very slow going, of course, but going down was surprisingly treacherous, challenging in a different way. Because of the rain, the concrete was actually quite slippery. I did fall on my butt and scrape my butt cheek. It's fine. Just my dignity is a little bit bruised, but it's fine. I'm fine. But I don't know how I would have done it without hiking poles. Some people did, but that is definitely like the challenging part of this particular race. The plus side was at the top of Thompson's Peak, there were these 2 very beautiful men that had Capri Suns waiting for you, almost like 2 angels at the top of the mountain, and they were handing you delicious, sugary nectar to fuel you on the way down and get your spirits back up. So thank you, beautiful boys. At the Dixie Mine aid station at the bottom of the mountain, I had a chickpea sandwich. I have to say the volunteers at these aid stations were just, awesome. They were superb. So sweet. The rest of the race was pretty much downhill with a lot of like up and down, up and down, up and down kind of stuff going on. Nothing major, nothing that wouldn't have been runnable, but it was raining pretty steadily, and the soft ground of the desert was becoming nothing like cement like nothing you couldn't run through, but it definitely made it challenging. The entire trail would be flooded. There's just like no way to kind of avoid a lot of the puddles that you had to run through. It was fine, but it definitely added like an unexpected challenge to the race. At mile 42 was the start finish line actually, so that's kind of screws with your mind a little bit. You have to go to the finish line and then turn right around for the last 8 miles. But at the 42 finish line, this was the only place you were allowed to have crew. It was also the only place with porta potties. I had asked the volunteers at the first aid station around mile 7 or 8 if there were porta potties at the next aid stations, and they were like, no. But there's a lot of desert and there's no one around.
50 miles, come on this way, come and hit the mat and turn it around and head back out for some more fun in the rain.
Woo! Hello! You're almost there. Do you want your shoes?
50.
Hello, Liz. Mile 42.
Yeah, 8 miles left. I'm probably gonna walk a lot of the last 8 miles, but that's okay. I'm gonna finish. what are we at for time? We've got, let's say, 11. We've got 5 hours left, so I'll finish it.
You'll totally finish. See, you're doing awesome.
I'm doing awesome. All right. Here I go.
Oh, that looks good. Yum.
Yeah.
Pretty good?
Yeah. All right.
All right. Awesome. Good luck. You got this. You're going to do great. I'll see you here soon. Bye.
I was very comfortable at this point. I knew I'd be able to finish no matter what. And so I mostly walked the rest of the 8 miles. I probably could have pushed it a little bit more, but my only goal had been to finish the race, and I was feeling very comfortable that that was going to happen. So I just figured I would just kind of relax into the last 8 miles and enjoy and soak up the nighttime desert experience.
We've got another one coming in with 50 miles. Okay, boy.
Awesome job, Liz. You did.
Oh my God.
Awesome job.
Sorry, guys.
Here, this is your stuff. While we grab it.
Oh my gosh, wow, this is such nice swag. So there you go, I finished the race. I haven't had any post-race injuries, so I feel like I succeeded. My main goal during this race was very simply to finish, and ideally to finish feeling good. I mean, I knew it would be a challenge, but to not feel like I had injured myself or I had pushed myself beyond what I was capable of. I didn't want to do anything that would prevent me from running for the long term in the future. And I did that. So I feel so proud of myself. I think anyone else out there who has finished an ultra race should feel proud of themselves. I hope you enjoyed this race report. If you want to, feel free to like and subscribe. If not, that's fine too. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.